Do you enjoy attending backgammon tournaments? If so, the Nordic Open 2025 is one you won't want to miss. And my good friend Wilson Semilio joins me in this video to discuss it. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you're going to be attending the tournament, let me know in the comments below. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, my good friend Wilson Semilio, Backgammon Galaxy, joins me to discuss the 2025 Nordic Open. Hello, Wilson.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for having me once again on your fabulous podcast.
My pleasure. How have you been?
I've been good. We've been busy working on the app. This is like a continuous process, always improving it and, organizing the tournaments, stuff like that. So moving forward, as always.
Yes, and you do a lot of work with the Backgammon Galaxy app. Are there any updates that you would like to share for the viewers?
Yes, we have some pretty exciting stuff coming up. Actually, we're working on implementing a community feature in the app to make it easier for users to, or make it possible for users to communicate with each other. So there's going to be like a chat function. There's going to be a tournament module that we're going to integrate. We had that in version 1 way back in the first version of Galaxy, where people could play tournaments. So we want to introduce that again because that's obviously a huge thing. And basically just build in a lot of community features to help support the feeling of community and belonging to a group of people. That's something that we miss right now. So it's going to be awesome to have that.
That's great. So for the viewers that are not familiar with it, can you tell us, please, what the Backgammon Galaxy app is?
Basically, it's a game for your mobile phone and for your web browser where you can play backgammon. You can play for rating, you can play for coins, you can just play with a friend, to practice. And then it's basically, that's another thing we're building in. We're building a play versus AI feature, which is going to teach you, it's going to give you live feedback on your moves and give you arguments for why it's the best move. And, so this is another thing that you can do on the app in the future. So basically what we're trying to do is like improve people's skills in backgammon. That's our whole the whole foundation of Galaxy. To help people improve their skills and just spread out backgammon to an even wider community. So that's what we're working on 24/7, basically.
Yeah. And Backgammon Galaxy is not just an app, it's a huge enterprise run by you and my good friend Mark Olson and others, where there's all sorts of things. It's not just the app, there's social media, videos on YouTube, there's the store, the online shop, there's the World Championships, there's all sorts of stuff. So Backgammon Galaxy is taking over the galaxy.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting stuff, actually. We also working right now on improving our web shop. The guy in charge of the web shop, we hired a nice bureau, and what they've done so far is very promising. So I'm very excited to launch the new and improved web shop as well.
Very good. And Backgammon Galaxy is the main sponsor of the Nordic Open as well as the World Championships in Monte Carlo. So I'm excited to talk about that. So in this video, we're discussing the Nordic Open, April 20th through 25th. Going to be at the Hotel Scandic Sluseholmen.
Yes, that's actually a pretty good pronunciation.
Okay,
so we're going to have it at Hotel Scandic Sluseholmen, same as last year. It's a pretty good venue for it, we think. And just a nice central location with like access with metro. They just opened up the metro, so you're going to be able to just go into the Copenhagen center like lightning fast. So I think people are gonna like it even more this year.
So that is actually in Copenhagen, correct?
Exactly. A little bit south of Copenhagen, in the southern part, which is a nice area. You've got a lot of canals, you've got a lot of new building projects going on there. It's an area in a lot of development. So it's pretty good. You got some nice options to go and have some nice food. You have a nice natural area, not that far away, a big park So yeah, it's overall a good location for the event for sure.
Great. So this is the website with all the information. I'm going to put a link in the description so people can go directly to the website. But let's go through the website with the details. So here, as we said, it's going to be at the Hotel Scandic, Sluisholmen. And there's the UBC Contender 2025, April 15th through 16th. And the main tournament will be April 17th through 20th. So tell us, what is the UBC Contender for the viewers who are not familiar with it?
Well, the UBC was started by Mark back in 2019. We had the first UBC event, which was in Monte Carlo, where Mochi was facing Sandor Lilov, basically two of the backgammon players who are considered the best in the world. So they had a face-off there, and then every year after that, we had like a contender tournament where the winner of the contender is getting to face the current UBC champion, basically. So the UBC 2025 contender, the winner of that will get to play against Zdenek Sischka, who won the UBC final in 2020. Was it 2025? Yeah.
24.
2024. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
and,
exciting.
Yeah, that was super cool. Super cool.
Now, the
And
UBC
then
format is a little different than traditional formats. For the viewers who are not familiar with it, can you tell us how that works, please?
yeah, it's basically a very, very tough tournament because on regular tournaments it's usually enough if you just win on points. But for the UBC, you also have to play better than your opponent. So we award 1 point for a PR win, which is like PR is like your performance rating if you play better or worse than your opponent, and then you get 1 point also for a match win. So by introducing the skill level into the tournament as well, then it becomes significantly harder to kind of to come out as the winner, because you basically have to play better than your opponents and win a lot of matches against very strong opponents, because we have like a criteria that you can only enter the UBC if you have a certain level of skill. I think I'm actually not sure where the level is exactly, but you have to be a master or a grandmaster, play at a master level, I think. I'm not sure. So you have to face a lot of very strong opponents. So winning the UBC Contender is actually a big feat in itself. And then you get to meet the UBC champion, which is like obviously a very, very good, strong player. So winning the Contender and then beating the current UBC champion has to be considered a very very impressive feat for sure.
Yes, very good. Okay, so that's the UBC Contender, and the main tournament is going to be, as we said, immediately after that, the 17th through the 20th. And here is the link where you can book your hotel. So there's a code here, and then they have the discounted rate of this is the equivalent in euros, and it includes breakfast. So that's good.
Yeah, and it's a nice hotel. The really nice rooms. It's very quiet, and it's going to give the players plenty of peace of mind to like prepare mentally for their upcoming matches, and really nice staff as well. Very helpful.
Yes. And then this is going to be the 2025 Nordic Open board. It's a beautiful, looks like the Earth board. Is that correct?
Yes, but we might change this. It's simply because we haven't updated that part of the website. So for now, we're just putting this board here. This is what we planned on last year. I think it will be updated, but don't don't take my word for it. It's like a maybe. It's like a maybe.
So for the viewers who haven't played on the Earth board or the other Backgammon Galaxy boards, they're just fantastic. And I know you were involved in the development of the board. Can you tell us a little bit about the board for the viewers, please?
Yeah, the Earth board. It became one of our best sellers. So we spent some time on. Obviously, we spent a lot of time on developing our boards. We wanted something that was a little bit of a contrast to the whole galaxy theme, out of space, So we wanted something that was more down to earth and more like eco-friendly in the vibe. So the first Earth board that we launched, we had like this. We made an agreement with a company that would plant a tree for every sale that we made, which is pretty awesome, I think. So that was kind of the first Earth board lineup, and it just became quickly really popular. I think it's because of the wooden frame and the green inlay theme and with the checkers and everything. So just an overall, in my opinion, very nicely balanced board when it comes to the overall look and feel of it.
One of the things I like about the board is with these, the trays are placed outside, and then when you close the board, you store them inside. So it makes it a much more compact footprint, so that's easier to travel. As a result, the playing surface is a little bit deeper to account for that, to allow for that to fit. Also, the other thing you'll notice is you can fit about 10 or 10 and a half checkers across from one end to the other. So it's not a
Mm.
huge board. That makes it easier to transport. And when you're actually playing with it, it's easy to reach across. I've played with other boards like the FM Gammon boards who manufactures these too. And I have an FM Gammon board that fits 12 checkers across, and it's reasonable. And I one time played with one that fits 13 checkers across, and I could really feel it. And then once I played with this, I'm like, oh my God, this is easy. So with
Yeah.
short arms, it's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
beautiful.
this is one of the things that we're really aware of, because obviously the whole team is like really interested in backgammon and very passionate about the game. So we always try to optimize any part of the playing experience as we can, and definitely the making the board shorter in the height is a very big improvement in our opinion. I have like an FTH board, and I love this guy
Yeah,
who makes it. Very nice feel, and I love the wool and everything. But they tend to be really tall.
yeah,
So when I compare an FTH board with our boards, it's like a huge difference.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so move on. So people can click on this to see the details of the board, and this is approved by the Danish Backgammon Federation. Oh, and then there's the sponsors here. Let's take a moment to recognize the sponsors, please.
yeah. So Jeffrey Parker, we've done some collaborations with several times now, and they have a very high level, like the craftsmanship of their boards, considered very high luxury boards. So and last year they sponsored the prize board for the winner for the Nordic. Very beautiful yellow and blue board, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We have a photo of Hans Lieby, who won the Nordic last year, where he's like posing in front of the Jeffrey Parker board. So these guys are really cool. And then we have the Danish Backgammon Federation, which is yeah, just organizing a whole lot of nice events in Copenhagen, and just making sure that backgammon also stays on the map. They do a lot of nice. There's a lot of nice initiatives going on in this federation, and then obviously Backgammon Galaxy as kind of the main organizer and sponsor of the event.
Very good. So we'll go to the next section. We'll go to events. So these are the different events. You could see this. So I'll let you kind of go through this. The people can read it, but we'll go through it briefly. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So the championship division is like the main tournament, the big prize, where we have the entrance and registration fees, and then we have the total amount you pay for that. So since it's the biggest one, it's obviously also one of the most where you have to pay a little bit more than the compared to the other ones. And then we have the advanced. With a double elimination format, the same as the main division here. And then we have intermediate, and you can see the amount of points that you play for here. The high roller is like kind of a big deal here, 2,000 euros total. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And that's only a 9-pointer. And then we just go down here. We have the super jackpots, also a 9-pointer, speed, doubles, women's, all the usual stuff here. We have a team event, which is usually pretty fun. Where you can have a lot of, every time you have 2 against 2, it's always fun, or more people even. See, redemption event is for the players who are not still in the main event, so you have like kind of this second opportunity here to just keep playing. We have the intermediate jackpots, mixed double, last call event. Yeah, and then we have all the way at the bottom here, we have the UBC Contender. and we just decided to put it here in live brackets that they're actually going to play on live boards. We had like last year the intro was like played on the app, like on the web browser on our site. But now we're just going to do it a little bit differently and just have live boards.
So that's going to take a lot more work to record and transcribe everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys do a good job. So very good. So looking at this, obviously the main is like really long matches, and there's some shorter matches, which I find they're like a little easier to watch. That they're just like done in like an hour or something like that, especially for the stream. But what is the difference between a team event and a doubles event? It might be like doubles is like two players playing a match against two other players, but a team may be like a team of three people. Each one plays one player from the other team.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, very good. And this is the schedule. So this is Wednesday, April 16th. This shows the UBC, right? This is the UBC round 7 through 12. And then there's the dinner and registration, satellite and jackpots. And then these are the mixed doubles events. So this is like a warm up. And then Thursday is I'll let you go through the schedule for Thursday.
So we have the registration opens here 9:30, and then you can see at 12 we're starting the championship rounds, round 1 for the champ and for advanced and intermediate, and then that basically just continues. You have round 2 at 3 o'clock. Yeah, so the fighters brackets it's like at 3 o'clock here, and then that's round 1 of that, and then we continue it's all fighters brackets here. Yeah. Then we have the doubles round 1 dinner. Last year the dinner was pretty nice, so I'm sure they'll continue that. Let's see, UBC quarters. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think people can spectate UBC, but I'm not sure. They might be able to, because now we play on the live board, so they might be able to just walk around the room. Like last year was like in a small room, everyone was on their laptops. So I think we could have spectators there. Yeah. And then we have doubles round 2, doubles round 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Friday continues with doubles round 4 in the championship.
And we have the juniors event, which is also quite fun. I think it's always nice to introduce younger generations to the game, and then I'm sure they'll have a good experience playing at the Nordic.
Do you happen to know the age limit for the juniors event?
No, I don't.
It was I was talking with Mark about it one time, and like in ours it's like seniors is 60 and over and juniors is 59 and under, and somebody asked, why is juniors 59 and under? And I answered, in backgammon, 59 and under is juniors.
Oh, really?
Because everyone that plays is really old.
Yeah, that's actually a funny joke.
Okay, so
I think it's a bit lower than.
Yeah, probably lower than this one. So after that, there's the redemption event. So if you're knocked out, if you lose twice, you can play in this tournament, and then continuation of the championship with the dinner. And there's a women's tournament. So very good. And this is where the high roller starts.
Oh yeah, well, then we have the high roller round 1 there. Very pretty excited about that one.
And then Saturday, continuing, there's the speed continuation.
That's round 1 of speed.
Yeah, and then continuation of the championships with the round 6 of the main, and then the fighters bracket. And then the undefeated finals will be Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Or Saturday afternoon. And then continuation over here as well. Fighters bracket semis, dinner, UBC final is going to be there. Yeah, that's sometimes that takes a little bit of juggling, because if some people are both in multiple tournaments, you have to kind of coordinate things.
Yeah. I think we're gonna in the main playing room we have the possibility to put up like streams on like these big projectors. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have the UBC final stream on one of those at least.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then there's a super jackpot, and then finally on Sunday, the conclusion with the super jackpot, the finals, the championship, the high rollers,
Mm.
semifinals, and finals. And then these are the team events, the grand finals, and some more events. There's speed, and then the dinner at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a packed schedule. Lots of backgammon, lots of happy backgammon players. So
That's
that's going
good.
to be nice.
And this one is a list of all the previous winners. So we can see all the outstanding players. Of course, you mentioned Hans Libby last
Yeah.
year.
The tournament's got a long, long history. It's been going on
Yes.
for a
And
lot of years. So
for people that
it's
don't
really
know,
cool.
these are very strong players. Peter Jes Thompson, Steen Gronbach,
Mm.
Dagfinn Snarheim. Who's this
Yeah.
guy, Mark Brockman Olsen?
I had no idea. Must be some kind of wild card. I don't know.
I think he told me a story of that's kind of like when things started for Backgammon Galaxy when he won that and
Mm.
he won a lot of money and he started investing into these kinds of things.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool.
So this goes all the way back to 1989. Wow.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Yes, and these are some of the
Damn.
old school players like Jerry Grandel. I don't know if people know him, but he was one of the best. And Mike Svobodny.
Mm. Basically, yeah, just a lot of cool players. It's so nice to be a part of like such a historic event, you know, dating back to '89.
And these are the rules. There's a link you can click to a PDF. Uh, but it goes through all the details. We don't have to go through everything now, but
Yeah,
this is where people because sometimes people ask like what are the rules? Some people are not familiar with a clock or the doubling cube or things like that. But this is all here, and it's nice that they have it here so people can always refer to it. And then this is the UBC site. So this is more information.
yeah. Here you can see Stenning Stishka who won 2024. Yeah, I'm very excited to see who he's going to meet. That's going to be
Yeah. Look at all
interesting.
these. There's so many top players here.
Yeah,
It's like, wow. And these are all the different ones from before.
yeah. And then you can click in and see on the final. You can click in and see all like match by match what their PR was, what the score was,
Yeah.
just the average. And it's just impressive level of play.
Do you have those posters here that you made?
No, but that's actually a good idea to.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I see you have all the.
I want to make like a revamp of the 2019 and 2020 poster because those were like because it's such a long time ago we didn't really put that much energy into the poster side of it. It's only like until later that we decided to really make some nice looking posters. So I imagine like doing like a remake of those to make them up to the same standards as we have today, and then just have a whole lineup of the posters, put them on the side. That's a good
And
idea.
this is the history of the UBC.
Yeah, exactly.
2018, yeah.
Yeah, so Mark had the idea in 2018, and then we had in 2019 the first UBC event.
Very good. And then these are the rules and the details for that.
Exactly.
So that was an overview of the website with all the information. Is there anything else that we missed that you wanted to mention about the tournament?
Not other than I just want to welcome everyone, you know, to join in because usually we're having a fun time. It's always nice to meet the family, the backgammon family, you know. So
Yeah.
if you have the opportunity, get a ticket to Copenhagen and join us there. We're gonna have a good time for sure.
It's always on the Easter holiday weekend. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Like Copenhagen is. If you haven't been to Copenhagen, I can also just recommend that. You know, go sightseeing there, and it's hard to describe what the vibe is like, but it just feels good there. Maybe I'm biased because it's my home, like it used to be my home, but I just love it there, and especially in this time of year where like springtime is just around the corner. You know, it's just amazing.
And how long have you been involved with this tournament?
We started like we took it over like last year, so just for like 2 years now.
Very good. So what's been the
Yeah.
feedback from the players who have played last year?
We had overall really good feedback for sure. Yeah. So I think we're going to see a lot of them again. And it's just, yeah, I'm just excited every time we're going to meet like sometimes we see new people and, but just seeing people who usually go there every year is just, I love that. Like I said, it's a big family.
It is great. And I was
Yeah.
discussing with some other people, there's so many new tournaments all over the place throughout the calendar. If you can
Yeah.
tell the viewers, what's one reason to attend the Nordic Open, what would you say?
I would say the vibe in Denmark and Copenhagen is unbeatable. You know, the temperature is perfect for me at least, and we have really good beer, and we just have a really good backgammon community in Denmark in general. So and people are just happy and love to play against each other. This is overall a really good vibe. I haven't been to like the only other ones I've been to has been the Monte Carlo, the World Championship, and this one, and then in the East After tournament in Turkey. So I cannot really compare to any tournament in the world, but just from those tournaments, I can say that the vibe here is just really good. I like it a lot.
Very good. Wonderful. So that was an outstanding overview. Thank you very much for your time. Do you have any final comments about the tournament or anything else before we conclude the video?
Oh no, that's basically it. Just show up, bring bring a nice board if you want to show off a nice board that you have, and yeah, have a good time.
Right. Thank you very much to my good friend Wilson Semilio from Backgammon Galaxy discussing the 2025 Nordic Open, again, April 17th through the 20th, 2025. And that's at the Hotel Scandic, Sluseholmen in Copenhagen, Denmark. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you're going to be attending the tournament, let me know. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon Backgammon Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.